Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this flat Kumihimo braid where you get this herringbone pattern to it, and it looks like this. So you have all these, I also think they look like little arrows all pointing in the same direction. It gives a really nice effect, and I've used 4 different colours here with blue tones so you get a graduated effect in the colours as well. It's just to show you the technique. You can use however many different colours and cords as well as you want to. But I'm going to show you how to achieve this effect on your flat Kumihimo braid. So if you want to learn how to do this, then stay tuned. So these are the things that we'll need. Now for this braid we'll need a square Kumihimo disc here, and then the cord that I'm working with is 1mm satin cord, and I'm just working with 4 different colours here to show you can get like a graduated effect depending how you place your colours. But you can really choose any type of cord or thread that you want to work with. So let's get it together and let's get started. So what we need to do is cut our cords, and what I have here is 8 lengths of my 1mm satin cord of about 1 meter each. And what I also have is, because I'm using multiple different colours, so I've got my 4 colours here, I've got 2 lengths of my black, 2 lengths of my dark blue, 2 lengths of my white, and then 2 lengths of my light blue as well, as you can see. Now you can use different amounts of colours, so you can use more or less, it's completely up to you. And you can also use different amounts of cords. Now I have 8 in total here. You can use more or less. How many cords you use in total will then help determine how wide your braid is going to be. So if you want a wider braid, you can add in more cords. What I've also then done is just folded them over in half and put all the ends together like that. So I find where the middle is, and I've just tied a regular overhand knot just like that. In this case I've just attached a bit of scrap cord to that to help pull it down through the middle of the braid, or the board. So what we need to do now is use this middle point as well to attach onto our disc. So this is then how I set up all the cords on my disc here. So like I said, we've taken that knot, that's the middle point of our cords, put it down through the center of the hole there in the disc, and then I've distributed the rest of the cords. So that also means that every cord that we cut off is turned into 2 working lengths to work with. So instead of having only the 8 lengths, we now actually have 16 to make the braid. Then what I've done for graduating the colour, how I've placed my colours here, I've taken, this is the very middle of the disc on the top and the bottom, I've taken 2 black ones on each side of the middle, and then gone to the dark blue, the next one's out, after that my light blue, and then my white to both sides there. The same on the bottom, the black in the middle, dark blue, light blue, and then white on the outsides. That's just how I've set up my disc. You can completely set it up however you want to. So now to start making the braid, we need to start crossing all our cords over the disc here. So we need to start from the middle point, and I'm just always going to start from the top. This is what comes natural. So I take, in my case I'm starting with the black ones because they're the ones in the middle. That's going to change throughout, so it's not always going to be the black in the middle. I'm going to take the one right to the right side of the middle. So in my case that's my right black. We're going to take that and bring it over to the left, and then just below the middle point here as well on the side. So we took the one to the right of the middle, brought it over to the left, right below the middle. Remember, because it's coming from the top and going down below the middle there. So you basically always want to go to the opposite, and then we need to take the one to the left of the middle and bring it over to the opposite side, so over towards the right side of the disc, and again just below the middle point on the side there. The same point as the other one, and that's the first step. We now need to take the equivalent ones on the bottom. So I take the one to the right side of the middle there on the bottom part of the disc, bring that over towards the left, and then bring it above the middle, so above the one that we just placed in first. And then we take the one to the left side of the disc from the middle over towards the right, and then again on top, because those two are coming from the bottom of the disc, so they're going towards the top side of the middle there. And then we kind of have little crosses, and then we have, these are always the middle ones. We're going to be doing this throughout. So now what we need to start doing is crossing all the rest of the cords over the middle there. So what I'm going to do is start from the top. In my case that's the dark blue, and I'm just going to start on the one side. Imagine you have like a line down the middle of your disc and we're working on one side at a time. I'm going to start with my first one that I run into after the middle point here, bring that down, place it in the empty slot on that same side of the disc, so on the same side if you have that line through the middle. Take the very next one that's also dark blue, bring that up, and now you want to just place them so we start from the middle again. So we're going to have a little gap right here, and that's what we're gradually going to fill in with our cords. So we've just placed in the top, we need to take the next one we've run into out towards the side again, so that's my light blue, bring it down in the empty slot, take the next one from down here to light blue as well, bring it up into the empty slot furthest towards the middle, but still on the same side here. Take the next one, which is my outer one, in my case the white one, bring it down in the empty slot down there, and then the very last one on the bottom side, bring it up and just place it in the next slot right after the ones you've already placed. So that's one side done. We now need to repeat the exact same thing on the other side. So I take my top one, the one that we meet right after the empty slot that we freed up with the black ones, bring that down into the empty slot on the bottom, grab the very next one you run into, bring it up and over, and then into the empty slot furthest towards the middle, go out to the side, stay on this side of the disc, grab the very next one you run into, in my case the light blue, bring it down into the empty slot, grab the very next one, bring it up into the empty slot closest to the middle, grab the last one on the top, bring it down into the empty slot, and the last one on the bottom here, bring it up, and complete this go around basically. So again, the furthest empty slot towards the middle. So now that we've crossed all those cords over the middle, we just need to sort out the side once again so we can move on to the next go around. So we're going to do the same thing, just start on one side at a time. I'll grab the one on the top there, and then what we need to do before we place it in is just pull it a little bit gently. Don't put too much force, just give it a gentle tug so you can slightly just see or feel the cotton here moving a little bit. And then the top one we bring up to the top of the disc. And then on the outside, so you can see the black ones started in the middle, they're now going to be on the outside. The bottom one of the two, just give it a gentle tug and then bring it down to the bottom of the disc. The opposite side, do the same. The top one, gentle tug and bring it to the top, and the bottom one, gentle tug and bring it to the bottom. And there we go, that's basically a first full go around on the disc. So we basically just need to repeat this step over and over again. So we start from the top here, start with my middle right one. Now they are the dark blue colours that I have. So the middle right one goes towards the left side. From the top it goes just below the middle on the side there. So the left one from the middle goes towards the right bottom, just like that. And then the bottom ones, we take the right bottom towards the left top, like that, and then the bottom left towards the top right on this side. So there we go, that's the first crossovers, so the side ones we've done. Now we need to focus on the middle ones again and do the whole crossing over sections there. Start from the top. Again, imagine that line down the middle of your disc. Take my first one that I run into from the middle going out towards the side, bring that up over the middle and down into the free spot furthest towards the middle. Take the very next one you run into, place it in the top in the free spot furthest towards the middle, grab the very next one, place it into the free spot, the very next one, and just keep going like this, exact same thing that we did before, working our way outward, crossing over all the cords there. Same thing on the other side. The first one from the middle that we run into, in my case the light blue, place it into the empty slot. The very next one, place it into the empty slot furthest towards the middle, and then just keep doing this all the way out towards the side until we've not got any more cords left to use. So there we go. And then now we need to sort out the side ones again. So just do one at a time here. I'm going to start with my right top one. Before we move it, just give it that gentle tug to basically tighten up the ones in the middle here. and then place the top one on the outside of the top row up here, and the bottom one, gentle tug, and place it on the bottom of the disc. The one on the left side, the top one, gentle tug, place it on the top, the bottom one, gentle tug, and place it on the bottom there. And then that's another full go around. So now you basically just want to keep repeating this over and over again, and you'll see on the back here that you'll have your braid starting to build. You'll be able to see that herringbone pattern forming. So just keep doing this until you reach the length that you want, or you used up all your cords. So I've now kept going here until I don't have much cord left, and then you'll find on the back is where your braid is coming out, and you have these little arrows almost, is what I think it looks like, that herringbone effect. So what we need to do now is just take this off the board. So just loosen up your cords here gently, try and keep hold of them, because if you let go the braid can start coming undone a little bit, unraveling. So just gently keep hold of them here. So like that. And then all I'm going to do is just hold all these together and then tie a regular overhand knot. It's just to secure the end in place, so it's not going to come undone while we keep working with it, like finishing off the ends and that. So just like this. Now that's nice and secure, and then here you have your braid. So this is what it looks like. So you get this nice effect of either a herringbone effect, or you can see it almost looks like arrows as well, like I said, I think pointing in the same direction. So this is what it looks like, and because I chose to use the 4 different colours there with the blue tones in, you get this graduated effect in it as well. You can also just use 2 colours or however many colours you want to. So that's how you make this. So all that's left to do is finish off the ends here, and I already have a tutorial that shows how to do that, so you can go and have a look at that. But then this is the front side, I would say. You have 2 different sides. You get the same effect on both of them. The difference is this one kind of curves inwards a little bit, as you can see, and then this is kind of what I would call the front. You get the proper pattern showing up. So otherwise though, that's how you make this braid, and I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it useful, and thank you very much for watching. Hello there everyone. Today I want to show you how to make this basic Kumihimo bracelet but incorporating chain into the design. And this is what it looks like. So this is just a basic 8-strand Kumihimo braid, but I've replaced some of the cords with chain. This is quite a fine chain. So this is the effect that you can get. I think it's quite nice on its own. So you get a nice pattern on it, and then that chain just gives an extra twist to it than a regular braid. So you can obviously use it like